Coming to you live from inside the asteroid mines, I'm Brandon.
And I'm Christian.
And we are playing through an indie little roll and write game, Gem Getter Galactic.
I love gems.
Which you may know as the successor to Gem Getter Pro.
Sure.
I've been having fun with print and play roll and writes lately. You can pick up this game for $3 on pnparcade.
You'd be a fool not to.
That said, full disclosure, its designer, Daniel Young, kindly sent me the files, so I did not have to pay $3 for this.
If you'd like, you can give me $3 and we can call it even.
Oh, and then I would no longer be biased.
Exactly. Yes.
That's
We'll talk about it. Just think
send me
about
an
it. Yeah. It's a write-off.
So it's available on there. The game we're about to play, you could absolutely pick that up and play along with us if you wanted to. I highly recommend it because I've been playing it solo and enjoying it so far. But I'm excited to have an opponent with a brain.
Sometimes depends on the day of the week, hour.
True, yeah. But and it is a warm Sunday afternoon, so it might not be our brainiest time.
We'll find out.
We will.
First excuse if I lose. Too warm. It's Sunday.
Exactly. That would be the reason you lose.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, not because I'm better.
Yeah,
at nearly everything. No. Okay, so I'm actually because it's a quick teach, I'm about to teach you on camera. And
I love it.
Then we will play a full game of Gem Getter Galactic. Right before I dive in, let me just suggest you hit the like button. That would be great. And even subscribe.
Yeah.
It's the only way to help out the channel.
In a sense, a like is like a gem for your YouTube channel.
Wow.
Like Getter Galactic.
Like Getter Galactic.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you're thinking. That's a good brand.
This is turning wheels in my head about
new game design. Let's
go. Has there been a roll and write about social media? I feel like
I tried designing a game about social media. What I found is that the whole landscape is so facile and stupid that either you have to go really crunchy on it and it's not actually that fun, or you have to go really glossy and it turns into euchre really quick. Like there's no middle ground on it, and I abandoned the project. But maybe
that's
you
funny.
can succeed,
And
haven't.
I phrased that question as has there been a roll and write, but I guess that hasn't been the theme of any tabletop game.
Yeah, which now that we're talking about it is kind of surprising. That seems like an easy get. I'll take it back to my workshop and see what I can come up with.
Are you familiar with that RPG Alice is Missing?
Of course.
You play that specifically through text, so that's a little social media-ish.
Absolutely, yes.
As a role-playing game.
And I will say, Spencer Stark, a designer of that game, co-designer of that game, I know socially and through work, and great guy and great game designer. So check out the other stuff that he's designed.
I have not tried it.
It's great. Like to. It's great. This concludes us talking about a wholly unrelated game. Tell me, where are the gems and how do I get them?
Yeah, so the gems are, if I can hit the right button here in the mines.
Oh!
Yeah. You play...
But those mines are on Earth, right?
No.
Oh!
We're mining inside of asteroids.
Wow.
Yeah, the instructions call them asteroid mines, but we're not mining asteroids, we're mining gems. Mm-hmm. And we're trying to get the most points worth.
Okay.
Yeah. So the files in if you buy the game, you get 8 of these dig sheets. We are both on C, and you could play on different ones or on the same one. I decided I wanted to see how we compared and how our decisions would be different on the same board.
Yep.
That feels to me like if you were going to be a serious Gem Getter Galactic competitive player, how you would approach it.
Sure, in tournament Gem Getter play.
Right, right. And then we also have this roll sheet that's one of 2, where we'll be rolling dice and essentially getting to draw polyominoes in our minds, depending on what we roll. I just pointing out that we're on roll sheet B if you're playing along with us. So we'll be rolling numbers on here.
You can fully randomize and swap dig sheets and roll sheets.
Yes, exactly. So there's kind of with 8 dig sheets and 2 roll sheets, there's kind of like 16 setups to the game.
Got it.
Yeah. So here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to play, and there's a round tracker here, 9 rounds. Mm-hmm. And your goal is to mine I was going to say the most gems, but really the combination of gems that is worth the most points. What we're going to do each round, this is just going to be a sample roll, is we're going to roll the 2 dice. I have dug out of my copy of Under Falling Skies a nice blue and white die so that they match the art on the sheet, but they don't have to. The 2 dice are each going to go on the sheet and are going to show us the 2 options that now we both have this round for what to draw. So we can either draw, and it has to be this exact shape, like you can't draw you can't lop off a square from it, but it can be rotated or flipped. So you're going to, exactly. So you're going to draw that shape. So it would be this weird T shape, or you could, up here on the white side here, it says one or the other of these.
So at least on this sheet, it seems like the blue side is more complicated shapes that are a little bit bigger, and the right side is more flexible shapes.
More flexible, but you cover a little less ground, it looks like. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so you'll choose one of those. You will draw it into your mind. You'll draw that shape. Generally, then you draw some lines or some dots to kind of shade that area, because that just makes it easier to read your sheet.
Yep.
And then all of these gem icons that you have just included in your shape, you'll collect.
Yep.
And they're worth mostly points, but do a few things. I'll talk through them in just a second. In the first round, the shape that you draw has to be, you have to start touching or start using one of these 4 orthogonal edges of
the holes.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, you can actually, you can see
the
from
bore
the,
holes.
it's the asteroid holes.
Yeah.
So you have to start there. Then all of your subsequent shapes have to be drawn adjacent to what you already have.
Got it. Yep. We're digging.
So there are 3 ways to get gems, basically. Like I said, most of them are just on this map, and as you include them in your shapes, you'll collect them. Yep. There are also these white areas that you cannot place your shapes on. These are called boulders. You gain these gems by completely surrounding them on their 4 orthogonal sides.
Great.
Yeah. And then you'll immediately get those gems. Yep. The last source of them are on these rows and columns, and you get those immediately when you completely fill everything on that row or column. So there's those 3 sources.
Makes sense.
So most of the gems are for getting points. A few of them are called fuel, and they give you some kind of bonus actions and stuff. So I'm going to talk through the points first. I'm going to go quick.
Yeah.
There are nice, like it's, once you've heard it once, the reminders and the icons and stuff on here help you pretty well. So the top 3 here are really more metals than gems, but they are rhodium, titanium, and platinum. When you collect each one, you'll mark one of these circles. The points you get at the end of the game is the points above the rightmost full set.
I see.
So you want to score an entire set of them. They also get you some extra shapes you can draw if you fill in the entire row.
Sure.
I have never, in my couple games of this yet, I have not come close to pulling that off.
Got it.
Gold is just worth points. You'll score the rightmost score based on the ones you've marked, with this one extra spot where you actually go down a point, but you get to mark one other free gem at that time.
Cute.
Yeah, it says buy one here. You're not spending the gold really.
Because when you hit that point, you get a free gem of choice.
Diamonds are worth 4 points each. It's linear. The stellarite is similar, except it's like exponentially more valuable.
Yep.
The getterite are these blue triangles. When you gather one of these, you are going to write one of the 2 dice numbers. It doesn't have to be the one you use. You're going to write one of those numerals in one of these boxes, and the score you get depends on how many different numbers you've collected.
Yeah. Little
Yahtzee. So if you already have a 1 and 5, you might want to avoid collecting it right now because it would not score you anything.
That's very cute. I like that.
These space pearls, you're going to mark off as many as 4 of them, and the first time you mark one off, you're going to choose gold, diamond, stellarite, or getterite, and then it's going to be worth that point value per gem of the chosen type. You just have to lock in the first time you get a space pearl.
Yep.
The nebulite, I've got the, I have them right here. I just want to say I have not memorized these.
I would love it if you memorized them.
I don't want the audience to think that I've memorized them.
You want the audience to know you've got other things to do.
Too big a nerd. Yeah, exactly. Okay, the nebulite is worth points per gem type that you've collected at least 2 of. And there's a long list of the icons here. It's not the fuel, and it's not these top 3 metals.
Got it.
It's all the other gems that you've collected at least 2 of, including nebulite itself. Crescentite is worth points per set of 1 of each fuel that you've collected.
Yep.
The linearite is worth points per completed row or column.
Yep.
And finally, the boulderite is worth points per boulder that you've scored.
Got it.
So the only other thing are these fuels. They are, as I turn the page here, lithium, you mark off from left to right, and when you mark one of these ones with a shape above it, you immediately get to draw those shapes.
Love it.
And anytime that you, like, say you got lithium and you... in theory, and you completed this row on this metal, and you've earned all these extra shapes, you can draw them completely in any order you want. And if one of them earns you another free shape to draw, you can like kind of weave that in, like it's completely flexible what order you draw them.
Love it.
So yeah, lithium can let you draw these extra squares. Explodium also gives you extra shapes, but it does not let you box them and claim them. You are wiping them from existence. You're drawing X's through them. You don't get those, but it does let you get boulders that way. It does count as surrounding boulders.
Got it.
And it does count for completing rows and columns.
Love it.
And then finally, this is uranium. Uranium you circle when you get it and then can spend it at it's the only one that you can like spend at a future time when you want to. And you can do two things with it. You can either spend one to place whatever you're drawing at that moment on one of the 4 edges where you could have started, but so you can kind of have an additional start place, and then because all of your future places have to be adjacent to something you've drawn, then you kind of have 2 different things going. Or you can spend one to ignore the dice rolls and like decide whether we rolled a 1 through 6. Yep. That's it. Any
Easy.
questions?
No.
Then
it seems very straightforward.
Roll those dice. We just got 9
I will roll
rounds
those
of this.
beautiful dice. Okay, we got a blue 5 and a white 3.
Okay.
So 5 or 3, and we must pick our starting location.
Yeah. I'm already
I'm completely
not sure what
decided.
to do. Yeah. Okay, I think I see it. Okay, I see we chose the same shape, but already have chosen different starts. That's always the, especially doing videos of roll and writes, the risk is always like, oh, everyone decided to do the same thing for half the game, making not
this
very
time.
good.
And I will tell you exactly what I just did, why I did it, is I wanted that uranium to get a second entrance unlocked.
Honestly?
Right away.
It's pretty smart.
I don't know if that's a good idea, but that's why I did it.
I just kind of went for surrounding this boulder and getting up towards the middle.
Yeah.
So, different strategies. What's also suggested, it's not necessarily crucial, but is that you write the round number on it.
Oh, that makes sense.
It can kind of just help you track, like if you forget to keep track on the tracker or something. And then just sort of like shade it in, because it's just easier to read the board of shaded shapes than it is to when you have a lot of lines going on.
Yeah.
And then make sure that you like mark all of the gems you got. Mm-hmm. In my case, 2 of one metal and 1 of another.
Yeah, I got lithium, gold, and whatever that first metal is.
Rhodium, of course.
Uranium.
That's real, right?
Yeah, it is.
Rhodium's real? Okay.
I like that you're like, Christian knows about metals.
I mean, you know about a lot of
things. I do, that's right.
Yeah.
So to use this uranium to make another entrance, I just do that immediately. I can just choose to do that.
On any future time that you're about to draw a shape, you just mark it off and draw that shape.
Okay, so I don't even have to decide quite yet. Okay.
All right, roll those dice. Round 2. Blue 5, white 6.
6.
Okay, so we could do the same shape. Or this one, notice the top one said one or the other on white. This one lets you draw both of these.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my uranium to get a second rocket. I'm drawing a rocket here.
Okay.
There's a little window. There's some speed lines.
I'm gonna need a 1 at some point to finish this, but I'm gonna take this gold and get up this hallway. So
I got a whole bunch of stuff. Explodium you use as soon as you get it, right?
Yes.
Great.
And it does have to be like
adjacent.
Normal placement rules, so it does have to be adjacent to something you've done.
That's fine. I'm using my explodium. Okay. I got explodium. I got gold, which I did already. I got stellarium, which is exciting.
I got one too. Yeah.
I got getter, so I get to put 1 number in. So I'm just gonna put in my 6.
Nice. Okay.
And I got another one of the. God, I will never remember. Rhodium. We said it. Great.
Yeah. I think you don't have. It's not terribly important to the game.
I like it.
Remember.
I like the theme. Yeah. Go ahead. I think it's your turn to roll.
Yeah, that was round 2, so marking that off, and a 1, or as it rolls out of camera frame, a 4. So blue 1, white 4. Well, I was just saying to complete this boulder. I could complete a lot of stuff if I just.
I'm taking the white 4 as well.
Yeah. This is round 3, so I'm writing 3s in all these. I am just completing this area with that. So I've gotten this boulder, and I'm gonna get a titanium and a boulderite, the blue one, or the teal one.
Yep.
I also got a stellarite, and I'll go ahead and write a 1.
I got a space pearl. I'm selecting gold. I like gold.
Ooh, okay. I also got a lithium, so I'm working towards some bonus shapes.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go. That was round 3.
That was round 3.
Here comes round.
Yeah, flying through this.
4.
Okay.
White
a
5.
blue 1 again, or a
blue
white
1.
5.
Okay. I think I can use that blue 1.
I think so too. Let me think
Wait,
about
maybe
this.
What's the white 5? Oh, fascinating.
Tetris T shape. Yeah, so I could either use the... Well...
Yeah, I'm using the white 5. I'm calling it.
I'm going to go ahead and just use the blue 1 and outline a big T here. It doesn't get me that much stuff, but it works towards boulders. Maybe my plan is going to be boulderite and boulders. That's where all my points are going to come from.
Yeah, my plan is I just got another uranium. 'Cause uranium just seems really good. And I got some more gold, which I'm tracking. And I got some more... what's the... It's rhodium, platinum, and what's the... Or titanium and platinum. Oh, it says the letter. That's how I'll remember. RTP.
Oh, it does have the letters. Oh.
Got my first platinum. Great.
Yeah.
I believe it's your role.
Right, that was mid-season or mid-game beer break.
Sure.
Or you're drinking...
I'm drinking soda, but that's fine.
In our off-camera game, you're drinking beer. Then you left me drinking alone?
I did. I wanted you to feel really bad, and I also wanted you to be playing badly.
Good thinking. Yeah, it's working. I'm noticing I have no platinum.
Yeah.
So I'm scoring no points for all these medals I've collected. I gotta work on that.
Yeah. Okay, roll. I think you roll. Round 5.
Here we go. White 6 or blue 4. That's an interesting shape on the blue.
Oh.
But I don't think it does me much good.
Oh, it absolutely does me some good, my friend.
Yeah? Yeah, I'm struggling to see a place to use that with my options.
I'm absolutely using that, and it doesn't directly connect too much, but it lets me get this boulder out really smoothly.
That's nice.
Which I really like.
I could just get a lot of explodium here. Do I like that? No, I don't like that. Oh, I almost forgot. I completed 3 rows here as I've been kind of working on these.
Oh, shit!
So I've gotten a boulderite, a stellarite, and a crescent from those. Yeah. Yeah, it's easy to kind of miss.
Oh, and that lithium actually gave me one more solo token, which I'm going to use... Oh, man. That's juicy.
Jeez, that blue one just doesn't quite fit in this, like, passageway I need to fill.
Yeah, I'm using it to fill that in somewhat, but it's not optimal. Man, that single hole. It's not...
This is the hardest.
I could use that and I could get a diamond, which is worth 4 points. A straight diamond for 4 points is not... Oh, wait, no, it's something... I don't get the diamond yet. Never mind. Fuck that.
I think here's what I do. I think I'm going to go... This is round 5, huh? This is over halfway.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I found it. So that's for my lithium, giving me one more of these. But more importantly, it also gives me a completed row and column. And note, that's juicy. I actually get... a second one of the linearite, which lets me count that for 2 points.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't have any yet. But I did just complete
and I got a space
this column. Well. Oh, that got me the blue, a Getterite. So I need to write one of these numbers. Let's just go 4.
If I've gotten any boulderite, I should be doing boulderite.
Okay, so I claimed this diamond already. I'm just making sure I got all my stuff. I got a uranium, a boulderite, a rhodium, and I got a diamond for the boulder. Okay, all right. I'm fine with where that landed.
That's round 5.
Yeah.
Here comes 6. Blue
6 or 5.
White 5.
Wow, that blue shape is odd. It doesn't work for me.
It doesn't work for you? You're not into it.
No, man. Okay, I guess it's just got to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that 5.
I think I got to start exploding. I'm going to go like this. This is 6, so I'm finally getting a platinum, and I got an explodium. So,
and with that 5, I got a spare singleton.
Do I just blow up this space? Probably. Let's.
Does explodium count for row completion and column completion?
Yes.
It does, right?
Yep. It counts for boulders and for rows and columns. Yeah. So I really need some linearite. Damn. All right. So I'm going to work towards it. So to do that, I am going to need to explode this way.
I do have I could pop a question mark.
Yeah.
What are the yellow points worth as opposed to? Oh, because they multiply. It just means they multiply.
That is exactly what it means. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, I've got a singleton which can combo into some crazy nonsense. So I just need to decide what to do about my crazy nonsense.
I'm impressed that you were able to deduce that. I'm not sure I would have caught what that. The rules do explain, like, oh, the light blue points are just flat and the yellow points are
I only figured out.
but
I was scanning. They all said per. That's how I got there.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a singleton, and I'm going to use it to hit an... Man, so that's 5 points if I can hit that, though. Yeah, I'm going to use singleton to hit this explodium, which triggers blowing up. And what I'm going to do there...
Oh, right. I haven't done the singleton. I did the T-shape, and I've already done the explodium I earned. Where do I want a single? I need more platinum. I'm just going to grab this one. Yeah.
I'm gonna explodium here just to get an extra column in and start setting me up for so that gives me that was smart. Okay, that's great. Okay.
Pretty proud of ourselves. I did my stuff. Okay.
That was round 6.
Yeah, it was.
Roll them.
All right. How about a blue 5 and a white 2? So you get that lopsided T-shape or one of these smaller polyominoes. I don't like either option right now.
I'm in the same position. Lopsided T-shape.
I set myself up for this like hook shape to be perfect. Oh, do I just spend a uranium?
Yeah, that's what uranium's for, man.
I think I do. Yeah.
That's actually a great point. I'm going to spend a uranium as well.
Wow.
I'm taking the blue 2 shape.
Okay. I'm going to spend it and take the blue 6 and kind of draw that hook around.
Yeah, the blue 2 is
the middle of this asteroid.
Which gives me 2 of these, 1 gold, reducing a point by letting me buy a thing, which I'll do in a second.
So I'm getting a gold.
And I close off a
platinum
boulder.
And a star. And then I've got a boulder, and that's going to be another platinum and a pearl. Oh, I finally have to lock in the pearl. I think it's going to be stars for me.
That gives me 1 more titanium as well. And then, because I got the gold, I get to buy 1 more of the resource of my choice, which I am going to use.
I did something wrong at some point. I should have 3 boulderite.
There you go.
I see that I've circled them all.
Yeah. Man, sorry, give me 1 second.
No, you're good.
So what I'm trying to decide is I got that gold that lets me buy another resource.
Oh, nice.
I think
I'm far from that myself.
I think the right play is actually linearite right now is worth. I've got 1 completed row and column right now, so each one is only worth 2. If I went up to 3. Yeah, I just don't think that multiplies very well. I should just be going for straight points.
Linear, and since it's not exponential like boulderite, it's I think linearite is hard to justify.
Buy boulderite. I could buy boulderite with gold, which seems very smart because I've got 3 boulders.
Interesting.
So that's
what
I'm going to do.
Get it with gold. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and you cannot. That's actually, I guess, this is the first time for me personally that this has mattered. You cannot go over the tracks, obviously. So like, even though boulderite is probably my most valuable gem, I can't buy it with gold if I get there.
Yep.
That was 7. I think you haven't rolled in a little while.
I haven't. I'll roll it.
6
Double
or 6. Wow. Okay. So another one of that hook shape is actually not the worst for me.
I agree.
Yeah, I was just bagging on linear right, but I could get some here. What would that do for me? Nothing? I'm going to do it. Why not? Because I think I like everything else that I get out of this section.
Then I'm going to...
This is round 8. Shoot, it's almost over.
I'm going to take the white so I can get a 3 and 3. That completes a boulder and gets me an explodium.
Wow.
So that gives me a diamond from the boulder. Then the explodium gets me 3 in a row. Which I think I can use to do some nonsense if I can find it.
I think I'm really hoping for like a 4 on the next roll so I can just plop down some isolated squares.
Would have been a smart time to save uranium.
Would have been, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But
you didn't.
I didn't.
Nope. I guess I'll take this guy here because it gets me close to another column, which I really want. And this is an explosion, so there we go. Okay.
Okay.
And, I did get 1 crescentite because I completed that column.
We ended up covering, like, neither of us has done the top part.
Yeah, yeah.
We ended up covering similar parts of the map.
But look at our numbers. They're pretty different. Like, I have so much gold compared to you.
I have a feeling you're winning.
I think I am. But let's find out. Last round.
Last round. Here we go. It is a white 2, not the 4 I was hoping for, or a blue 3. So you got that blocky blue shape, or... Okay, well, if I can get some lithium with this, I can get bonus.
That's nasty.
Bonus spaces?
That's not what I
No,
wanted.
this is not what I had in mind. Woof. All right, I'm gonna have to do some settling.
Okay, I'm taking the white 2 to get the classic Tetris L. Giving me 2 rhodium. And a lithium. The lithium's the important one. 9.
Let's see.
Now what is my best spend on lithium?
I could grab explodium, but what good does that do?
Easy. I'm going to use that lithium to take this singleton here, which then fills out a row, giving me 2 more gold, which
nice.
is a 9-point swing.
Wow. I'm still having a hard time seeing what I should do. Because right now, none of the metals do me any good unless I get 1 of each. I could get some explodium and a diamond, so that's like 4 points and explodium, but does that explodium like finish any rows or columns for me? I'm not seeing it. It has to be the L shape for me next.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't have to go after explodium. I think my best points might just be snapping up this crescent and star here. I'm not happy about it. This was not the roll I needed.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm just going to make the play. So that is a crescent, a star, and a platinum. That's my 9. Okay, that is the game then. We just have to do some simple arithmetic.
It's simple.
I'm
a fool.
There's spaces for each kind of scoring category to write in your score here. Did you also get 16 for your medals? Oh, you only got 10.
Yeah.
Because this is my 3rd game of this. I've gotten 16 every time.
No.
For for whatever reason, that's what I always land on.
And then I didn't. So.
9 points for Getterite.
For gold.
This might be my worst score yet. It would not surprise me.
Gold, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Did I really
7
not?
gold, so 14 for the space pearl. I at least gambled on the right one.
I completed a bunch of rows and stuff early on, and then like never again. My linearite's only 4. Oh yeah, this score is going to be bad. Well, boulderite could save me a little bit.
And then per filled row and column, I assume it's like the number of if I have 4 columns and 2 rows, that would be 2. Right?
No. It's I think it's for each row and it even says here count both. Yeah.
Oh, so it's each. So I literally add up how many I've crossed out, which is 6 for me.
Okay,
Amazing.
It was only 4 for me.
Right, I kicked your ass, I think.
The last thing, and I don't think I pointed this out when teaching, if you had any unused uranium, they're worth a whole point each.
I would never. would burn that uranium. It seems so much more valuable.
So, 21, 25, 39,
4 boulders.
52, 59, 63, 84.
33, 35, 38, 40, 52, 58, 60, 70, 86.
Wow. I had 84.
Whoa!
You beat me by 2.
We were closer than I thought.
Yeah.
So it was your boulder rate. You got all 3 of the boulder rates, and how many boulders? You got 3 boulders.
3 boulders.
Same as me.
Yeah, so
21
points.
That was a big swing for you.
Yeah. You got a lot more points from your linearite, and you got more.
I gambled right on the gold.
Space Pearl points.
I really gambled on the gold, and it paid off.
Yeah.
But you know what? Your medals made a big difference for you.
Yeah. I mean, we scored very differently.
Yeah.
It's funny. So.
You're stellarite. I didn't get anything. I had gotten like no stellarite.
And I certainly imagine that I am terribly mediocre at this game, having played it only about 3 times. And the on the BGG page for this, the designer Daniel Young, he encourages some like play-by-forum games where he basically does the dice rolls and puts them in a post so you can click the spoilers to go away one by one and play along and then kind of report your scores and your like a photo of your board.
Yeah.
I've looked at a couple of those and people are scoring like 150 points.
So
pretty regularly.
Better strategies.
But this is my 3rd game, and my scores have been 84, 83, 84.
So maybe you're just as good as you're going to get.
Yeah, so maybe I need to reinvent my approach a little bit, because clearly it's landing me at a mediocre
I like this, though.
spot.
I think the mining conceit works really well. I don't think I've seen the like polyominoes in a roll and write.
I like roll and writes, and I like polyomino games.
Yeah.
Like, I love Baron Park and stuff, this is scratching both those itches at once for me, which is really
So I love
fun.
a game that teaches fast, plays fast, and feels interesting. I felt like every decision I made was interesting, and gambling on future things that happened. So
this is going to be one of my go-to games to just like bring to a brewery.
Absolutely,
just bust it out, teach it in 5 minutes, and go, and play it in 15.
Or play while someone goes to the bathroom.
Pretty much.
It's pretty quick.
Cool. Well, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
I forgot to cross off round 9. How will we know we're done? Okay.
Because I won. That's how you know it's over. It's not over till I win.
It's not over till Christian wins. If only that's how it happened in the Guards of Atlantis game we played before
fair.
this. And we're on the same team.
My bad.
That's good. I'm the one who threw the game.
That's fair. Good. You're bad.
Yeah. Should have read that card. Anyway, let us know in the comments if you did play along. What your score was, and if it was better than ours, how you did it. I'm actually curious to know, like, is it just that I'm being too well-rounded? I'm not committing to a couple things. That's my guess.
Yeah, that was what I tried to do.
Yeah.
And I didn't even do a good job of it, but I was very much trying to commit hard to gold and space pearls with gold. And I was like, well, gold gets you lots of points, and space pearls get you lots of points.
I think when it comes to rows and columns also, I am trying to be too precious with filling in kind of like nice, aesthetically pleasing areas, but that is not a lot of rows nor columns.
Yeah.
And in reality, I'd be better off like having finished this row, even if the rows above and below it are patchy messes.
Yes.
And the center rows are definitely the more valuable stuff too, which makes sense since they're harder to complete. Yeah. Cool.
Very cool.
Well, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Daniel Young, for providing us the files.
Yes.
And thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll be back with all sorts of playthroughs, print and plays, and otherwise.
Arguments about games that were not even at the table. Just talking about other games for some reason.
This was a big video on that. I think we covered a lot of ground.
You know, that people come here for the community, for the parasocial relationships with us.
Exactly, yeah. I had my first experience with that where, Drew.
Of course.
Friend of the show, Drew.
Yeah.
I met his mom.
Yeah.
And his mom watches our videos. So she felt like she knew me, and I had never met her before.
You're like,
And Drew's not on this one, so she's probably not watching this. Hi, Sylvia, if you are.
Hi.
But yeah, I was like, oh, this is one of my first experiences with that
Someone's
parasocial
like,
relationship.
I know about you, and you're like, who? Who are you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad it was an old lady. That makes it much funnier.
Hey, she's not that old.
I am just guessing. In my mind, she's 90 years old. She's a walker.
Sure, yeah. And Drew is 60.
Yes, Drew is 60. He's well preserved.
All right. We'll be back soon. Likes and subscribes are great. Thanks for those. Till next time, be optimal. Mess as always.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was a good mess. Yeah.